So I also hear similar types of observations that you've just made when a mediator may not be attuned to picking up on the dynamic in a high conflict situation with therapists. So do you have any other or different advice when somebody is going to go to counseling or is considering going to counseling with a high conflict romantic partner?
Yeah, I think counselors, frankly, mediators, counselors, lawyers, judges in general are not real attuned to the manipulations of high conflict personality. And so it helps actually as a client to educate your counselor and say, you may not be used to dealing with somebody like my husband or my wife or my ex, and I want you to know some things and to tell them just some basic fundamental tip. Like on the surface, it may look like I'm acting really badly, when in fact that's a projection from the other party onto me, and they're the one doing those behaviors. And so I caution you not to jump to conclusions and to always ask me questions so that you can work together in the same direction. If a therapist is open, then they may be helpful in understanding the other party. Like you mentioned, a narcissist. If I go to counseling and say, you know, my wife's a narcissist, what should I expect as we go through a divorce? Then a therapist that understands about some of this can say, well, that personality is going to always try to punish you if you expose anything about them that makes them not look superior, things like that. So it can be helpful. So therapists, it's mixed. Therapists can be actually not helpful or very helpful depending on what they know. But I find a lot of therapists are open to their client information. And sometimes the client will say, here's a book I'd like you to read. And so sometimes that can
Mhm.
prepare the counselor.
So